A lot of people are unaware of this, but a lot of scenes in the movie Shawshank Redemption were filmed outside of a prison in Mansfield, Ohio. When the prison closed, a few people thought it would be a good idea to turn it into a museum. The idea of a prison museum didn't last long, and the place is now abandoned, which makes the setting of the movie even more ironic. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at real prison escapes caught on camera. Yeah, you heard it right. Number 7. Inside Help. Most of the time when you hear about a prison escape, you assume that they had a complicated plan. Let's face it though, only someone like Tom Cruise would have someone in place to just open all the gates for him. Well, for 3 minutes in New Mexico, their escape was just that simple. The footage shows the inmates walking easily through all of the jail's doors and gates. It was assumed that someone helped them make this simple escape. The footage, which shows an on-duty female officer looking extremely distressed, pointed to the culprit. She was later arrested as an accomplice in their escape. The 3 inmates were returned to jail a few days later. Now their outside help was on the inside. Number 6. Guess we should close that window. It can be so irritating when there's nobody manning a reception desk and all you see is an empty window. What would be frustrating for an average person was a perfect opportunity for an inmate in Arkansas. Derek Estelle was having a telephone conversation in a visitation room. One of his fellow inmates made inquiries about the guards. They left the room to figure things out. With the area left unsupervised, Estelle drove through a certain reception window to make his escape. His girlfriend was waiting outside in a car, and his escape was complete. They were both eventually apprehended, and Estelle had an extra 40 years added to his sentence. Maybe not such a fortunate opportunity after all. Number 5. If at first you don't succeed. Escaping prison by helicopter is a fairly impressive feat. How about doing it twice? Vasily Palaikostas was known as the Greek Robin Hood because he gave the money that he stole to those who didn't have as much. It was quite a media sensation in 2006 when he escaped his 25-year prison sentence. 2 of his friends rented a tourist helicopter and made the pilot land in the prison yard. A year after he was returned to the prison in 2008, Palaikostas escaped again in almost the exact same way. This time they climbed the rope ladder to the helicopter to escape. His accomplice, Alker Rezai, was captured and is serving out his prison time. Palaikostas is still free and has since been dubbed the Uncatchable. Number 4. Freedom or fame. Most prisoners would prefer that there be no evidence of their escape. Not these 3 inmates from California, however. They filmed their entire breakout on a contraband cell phone. The video shows them crawling into a vent. They climbed through plumbing tunnels to the rooftop. Although their method of getting to the ground wasn't filmed, they later claimed to use a rope. They kidnapped a cab driver who drove them to where they had a van set up with supplies. The 3 escapees were picked up by police while chilling in their mobile hideout. They turned the footage into an edited video with music and voiceovers bragging about their deeds. Was having their selfie video online worth the extra time in jail? Number 3. Food goes in, prisoner goes out. When you think of a prisoner locked up alone in a prison cell, you can't help but also picture the food door. The open space in the door is narrow, so the food can go in, but the prisoner can't get out. Well, one particularly agile prisoner in Russia wasn't about to let that stop him. The prison footage clearly shows him squeezing his body through the tiny food hatch. He gets stuck for a moment, but manages to wiggle his way out. All that was left to do was put on his clothes and calmly exit. It's an astounding feat, but it took a couple minutes. Why didn't anyone see it on camera? What were the prison guards doing? Number 2. Spared no expense. Worried that he would be extradited to the US, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman decided to leave his prison cell behind. His family and friends built a mile-long tunnel that connected to the shower of Guzman's cell. The prison footage shows him putting on his shoes and then disappearing behind a low shower wall. Evidence suggests that he then used a motorcycle on rails to travel to the end of the well-lit tunnel. It's hard to imagine that the construction of the well-equipped escape route would have gone unnoticed. Was it a true breakout, or was it a well-orchestrated drama to hide the involvement of prison security? We may never know. Number 1. That was unexpected. Why plan an escape that only lets out one prisoner, when you can create ultimate chaos and release many more? Nobody knows who planned this tumultuous escape, but it was pretty simple and effective. In 1995, a bulldozer slammed into the wall of a Danish prison. A TV crew showed up just in time to film between 12 and 13 prisoners running away in a cloud of dust and debris. The police detained one of the cameramen because the timing of their arrival seemed suspicious. Only 3 of the escapees were ever caught. It's also unclear if anyone was driving the bulldozer when it slammed into the wall. It could have been a machine uprising, but more likely, the driver escaped into the chaos. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.